This is the solamente porque lui. Right? You've got two of each, save one tone in that context, right? Like, this is a tuning issue. Hear that? This is a tuning issue. It must be resolved at some juncture. But the minute you start tuning this thing, you start losing some innate vibration. When I was a boy, I cut these pipes because Myrick Crampton, a mathematician and saxophonist, who was dating my sister, chatted with me about Pythagorean theorem and showed me simply, look, if you cut the pipe in half, you'll get an octave, and if you cut it into a third, if you cut it into a fifth, you'll get these other tones. And you can play with the length of the pipe in relation to the root tone, and you'll hear different things. With a saw, a metal saw, and pipe. So I made a handful of these for girls. And probably when I was a senior in high school or junior in high school, something like that. And theory-wise, okay, it was interesting to see the mechanics of that from this mathematician, who was also a musician, but a Western musician, you know. And now, 40 years later, is that right? Something like that? Yeah, about 41 years later. I finally have idiophones that are pitched, that were just mailed to me from China, right? So, as far as tuning goes, well, and one wonders about humidity immediately then. Is it a portable instrument? It comes with a carry, take it over your shoulder, right? So when you start bending metal in order to change pitches, that's when the question starts to become, what are you doing? And are you truly in control of a couple of different things? One, does your ear and your mind really understand what every pitch on this object is? And today we are discussing the fact that there's only and the notion that, you know, if you put metronomes next to each other and set them off at slightly different tempos, they'll, and we call that entrainment, which, God, there's so much about that in English that's problematic. But conceptually, it's in the ballpark of what I'm talking about, which is that objects find harmony with each other, especially when they are resonant objects. And they do so in the humidity of the place where they are, you know, the climate. So when you start fiddling with the object in order to hit a pitch, or if I were to get the tuner, right? If I were to get the tuner out and start turning it on and hitting this object, we would be entering a world of pain, my friends. No, I mean, we would be entering the true intersection of the Asian and the Western mind that I have thought about for at least the 41 years we've described here today. And that kind of thinking about in relation to just resonance and harmony, it loses bearing, really.